What up YouTube? WeskerGriff coming back with a completely random video here on my channel. I'm going to be doing a retro break of Starship Troopers premium trading cards from Inkworks, defending the trading card universe. There's 8 cards per pack and there's 36 packs per box. Now don't be alarmed, I'm not going to be busting all 36 packs here. Actually already started opening a few packs, and I figured why not show the people of YouTube what these cards look like. So figured I open a couple packs on camera, and definitely going retro on here. Inkworks is no longer a company. They actually went out of business in the late 2000s, but they used to give a guarantee here on their boxes. They put there's at least one complete set, cards 1 through 81 of collector's cards can be found in each 36 count display box of our trading card products. So that's really cool, so I'll at least get a complete set out of here. And there's inserts, there's Bug Wars, they're 1 out of 11 packs. The Art of Starship Trooper cards, they're 1 out of 17, and the Golds, I guess they're the chase cards, they're 1 out of 54 packs. So this is from 1997, and it's Starship Trooper cards. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie, but it's pretty much like a 90s cult classic sci-fi movie. It's definitely one of my favorite science fiction films of all time. I think it's held up extremely well. I mean, a lot of movies, a lot of sci-fi movies from the late 90s do not look good, especially with the really questionable CGI. Looking at you, Lost in Space. But Starship Troopers really holds up well. I mean, you could watch it now and it still looks great, and it's just a really fun movie from Paul Vanderhoven, who he directed RoboCop, and he did this, Starship Troopers. And I was researching a little bit about the film because I remember seeing it in the theaters. I think it was the first rated R movie that I saw in the theaters. But did some research, and it really didn't do too well, like box office wise. So that's why it never really got a true sequel. I mean, it got those direct to DVD sequels that are really not that good. But that's because the movie has such a strong cult following, because it's a really fun movie. It's a really good action movie. But here's the packs, and shout out to Mike Line TV. He's the reason that I even knew about these cards, because I didn't even know that they made Starship Trooper cards. But he was showing off his non-sports packs, non-sports pack wrappers, and he showed Starship Troopers. I'm like, wow, you got to be kidding me! They made cards of that movie. So I'm like, you know what, I'm going to check it out. And I found one on eBay. I found a sealed box for like 15 bucks. So fire away. So let's open some of these cards and let's kick in some music, man. Because the score in this movie is pretty badass. Hear that, like, instrumental music? RoboCop has really good music too. Paul Vanderhoven nails music in his movies, I'll tell you that. So, I don't know how many packs I'm going to do. Maybe I'll just do like 3 or 4, but we'll see. And we're starting off with like a really disgusting one of the brain bug here, so that's really nasty. So we got Casper Van Dien here, Rico, with Jake Busey. I forget what Jake Busey's character's name is, but playing some music there. Fresh meat. This card, gotta turn this card around. That's the recruitment guy in the beginning of the movie. He has no legs and he has no arm. So he says you're going into the grinder. There's Denise Richards. She plays Carmen Ibanez. Her character was not the best one, but that's a profile insert. There's the guy from The Shawshank Redemption, Sergeant Zim. I don't know what his real name is, but he was probably one of the best characters in the film. Clancy Brown, that's his name. Shawshank Redemption, Highlander. He has a really cool scene in the movie where he's like, put your hand on that wall, and then he winds up throwing a knife into the dude's hand because the guy said knives are obsolete. So yeah, knives are obsolete. He throws a knife into his hand. Here's a real cool pose from Whiskey Outpost. That's towards the end of the movie. There's a right check there. Alright, and here's a real cool shot of the invasion of Clan Dathu, where they get absolutely demolished. I think like hundreds of thousands of people wind up getting killed. It's like probably one of the worst military operations in a sci-fi movie. People just get reeked. And there's the ship going down. Towards the end of the movie, they're evacuating the ship to get on the escape pods. Obviously, spoiler alerts in this movie, in case you haven't seen it. I mean, I know it's been out for a long time, but yeah, obviously these cards are going to give away plot details if you haven't seen the movie and you're interested in checking it out. And there's the opening shot. So I think that's why the movie kind of did bad, because it was kind of a fascist society that they were living in. The federal service oath. So you can only vote if you're a citizen, and in order to be a citizen, you have to be in the military. So yeah, definitely a social commentary there. Then we have the brain bug that's being captured. There's the rescue card. It's where he's holding the nuke. So, talking to the brain bug. That's when the dude gets captured, and he just shoots him. So puts him out of it, put him out of his misery. There's where all the warrior bugs are coming to just kill everyone. Spoiler alert. There's a shot. I think this is when they're flying around in space. That's cool. There's another shot of Whiskey Outposts. Their weapons were so ineffective against some of these bugs. It took like forever to kill some of them. And there is a propaganda poster, Defend Ours. So the movie was a commentary on like the military-industrial complex, propaganda, and just government in general. So do your part. Would you like to know more? I mean, the movie's highly quotable. There's tons of quotes in the movies. So I'll do one more pack for you guys, and that'll be it. Then I'll just bust the rest off camera. But just figured I'd show you guys this. So I have my TV on in the background that was playing that music, and it goes from playing Starship Troopers to Lord of the Rings, The Riders of Rohan. So that is a pretty big theme jump there. Next we got, this video is definitely going to get copyright flagged with that playing in the background. So we got Xander here, where he's captured. We got a fight scene here of Diz and Zim. Diz was like Bay before there was Bay. The Val. Whoop. Yeah, that's when they're going to sign up in the beginning of the movie. What up, Doogie Howser? And this card fell down. We got a profile card here of the main character, Casper Van Diem, who plays Rico. Then we got, here's Rychef. He's the teacher, and he becomes the platoon commander later on in the film. But he has probably one of the biggest quotes in the movie, "Come on, you apes, you want to live forever." Interesting character, to say the least. That's when they're completely outnumbered. Look at all those enemies there, so yeah, definitely you want to get the hell out of there. Here's the dropship, and I really like the design that they used for the dropship. It was really cool. Nice, pretty different design. So when they jump down onto the planet, that's probably arguably, and well, in my opinion, it's the best scene of the movie, when they're all dropping down to the planet. Then you have the music playing, and then they go, and they get absolutely decimated. And there's one of the final cards I'm going to show. It's when some of the spaceships are blown up because the bugs are shooting projectiles into space. So that's all I got for you guys. I know this was completely random. I'm curious to see if anyone will watch this. Busting cards from a 1997 film. So who knows? Maybe some people might watch. But that's all I got for you guys. Take care. Have a great one. Peace. Would you like to know more?